It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your Nintendo Direct is? Did you even know there was a Nintendo Direct? Okay, hopefully you can see and hear me. If you can, please say... A golden sun rises. I think for most of you watching, it might actually be around sunrise. Is a golden sun rising? Okay, a golden sun rises. This works. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon. For me, it's good evening. We are gathered here today to... I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know why we're gathered here today. I was about to go to sleep yesterday. It was 11 p.m. And then I saw on the general channel on Discord, look at the description, there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. If you're joining us now, you're not crazy. There's also a Nintendo Direct next Tuesday. This is a different one. So I don't really know what's going on. I think what's going to happen is this, they said, is Switch exclusive. So they will only be showing titles for the Switch. This is going to be the Switch Swan Song Direct. And next time, I think I'm peeking here, next time is going to be the Switch 2 exclusives. So there's a poll running right now. You can choose either Team Shadow, where you think that the Nintendo Direct is just going to be a bunch of chaff, a bunch of fluff, a complete waste of time. Or you could be Team Light. And I guess you would be Team Light if you think there's at least one game that you'll be interested in. Or a game that you're really excited for.
I will bring honor to my father and my kingdom.
I think I've been disappointed literally every single Nintendo Direct and Pokemon Presents that we've watched together. But sometimes I have started on Team Light. I don't know. I'm thinking, and I don't think this is Tropium. Either this time or the Nintendo Switch 2 announcement, there will be a Fire Emblem game. I'm almost certain of that. Will it be the FE4 remake? I don't know, but given that Three Houses sold gangbusters, and now and Fire Emblem as a franchise is like a mainline lucrative franchise, there's going to be a Fire Emblem game of some sort on one of these. The argument for it being today on the Switch-only announcement would be that the last remake they did, Shadows of Valentia, was horribly timed, right? It was on the 3DS after the Switch was already out, right? On an obsolete console. And Fire Emblem has a history of doing that. Fire Emblem 5, Thracia 776, was released for the Super Nintendo in, I think, 1999? So for context, Ocarina of Time was Game of the Year in 1997. So that would be like them releasing the hot new Fire Emblem title for the Wii U today. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but I think they will go ahead. If there's no Fire Emblem today, then I think there will be Fire Emblem on Tuesday. I am almost certain. Will it be the FE4 remake? I don't know, but it'll be something. I actually don't think that's even the daily recommended dose of Tropium. I don't think it's any Tropium at all. I probably shouldn't have been that arrogant about it. $5 microtransaction from Blue Crimson 217. We do still have the bandit graphics.
Come here, booty!
Catching this live stream while sipping on a drink after work, here's to the crushing disappointment. I think I'm actually, maybe for the first time ever, more hopeful than you guys. I think there's going to be something, right? If it's not Fire Emblem, I have a feeling. I have a feeling that the sun is going to shine. It's just a gut instinct. But I choose to believe, okay? I choose to believe. I choose to believe.
What have you done? The human body can't handle that much tropium. We're losing him. I need 2 lava cookies, a full restore, 3 raspberries. He's gone.
Maybe I shouldn't have believed.
Well, what are you guys excited for? Or expecting?
I'll tell you what I'm expecting. I'm expecting, as always, like 80-90% just mobile garbage, just gotcha fluff. Or remakes or like pointless ports. And then I think there's going to be one... Oh yeah, farming game as well. I think there's going to be one announcement at the end that somebody is going to be excited for. Probably not me. There is a bingo board. It was crafted by Lab Agent Ash, and it should be, I think, pinned in the chat. It should also be in the description. And you can just click that, and then you'll get your own bingo board. You might have entries that I don't have, but these are mine. And of course, if you get bingo, feel free to post it in the Discord, link in the description. I might have to... If you can only see the poll, then maybe go down to the description, because it should be in the description as well. Blue Crimson 217 with a 10-hit pin missile. Thank you for the 10-hit pin missile.
What are we?
Wait, that's not
Some
right.
kind of...
Always puts a smile on my face. A dangerous one. Question for you guys. Why in the world do they do the directs at this time? Who is it good for? It's not good for Japan because it's gonna be 11 p.m. here. It's horrible for the United States, and I have to imagine that those are the 2 major markets. Is it even good for Europe? They're all at work. Maybe it's for investors? I feel like they should just pull a Jagex, right? Jagex, the company that makes RuneScape, they're in England, so all their stuff is on English time. Like, of course, because all their employees are English. So, I think that Nintendo should just do it on Japan time. That's where they are. It's also where I am. I just don't understand. I would understand if they did what I do normally and do super early in Japan, because that's prime time for basically the rest of the world, especially the United States. It's really annoying for the Japanese tech crew, but Like, we do it. That's what I used to do before YouTube. I actually had to, at the beginning of this month, I actually did have to participate in the tech setup for a live stream that wasn't mine, but it was meant to go out to the world, and tech crew had to be there at 6:30 a.m., and then the broadcast started at 8 in Japan. But, like, yeah, that's for the world, right? So you do it even if it's inconvenient for you. $5 microtransaction from Blue Crimson 217. That's even more booty.
Come here, booty!
She's come to the dark side of the night owls. I'm not the only one that should suffer. Well, I normally prefer to be awake at night. But for live streams specifically, I have to cater to the audience. Not because I care, but because I want people to watch. Do we know the length of the direct? I do believe it's about 30 minutes long. So our plan is going to be, we watch the direct, we comment on it, and then usually the Pokemon Presents are the same in both languages, but the Japanese Nintendo Direct actually tends to have different things. So we'll also look through the Japanese Nintendo Direct and see if we find anything new and interesting. That's our plan, I think. I'm kind of skeptical about the ZA leaks. I haven't heard any. I've only seen what was officially revealed. Tips for Fire Emblem 6. Like gameplay? I made a tutorial about it. I work at Genius Sonority, I'm sure that's what GS stands for, and our Nintendo rep came by yesterday and hinted at a lot for next week, but nothing for today? Sure. Use Walt, he's the best unit. GameStop, ooh. Just got off work and I'm about to sleep. Will listen as I rest my eyes. Thank you, Cheese Man. Where are you, Australia? The leak was just the number of megas and which mons got megas. I wouldn't believe that. Hey, geez, I know you like Fire Emblem. As a recommendation, check out Dark Deity 2. It's the best TTRPG I have ever played or watched. I don't really know much about it. Is it like an indie? New Alamro not on the card? I don't know what that means. Give us 5 versus 1 horde battles on ZA. Please no. Please no. €5 microtransaction from Peggy Tilt, who says, "Hey Cheese, hope you had a great day." I did, actually.
Come here, booty!
Seized a lot of booty. Can we still hope for Silk Song news, or is it too much copium? I have no idea. I mean, if there was Silk Song stuff, it wouldn't be on Switch 2, right? It would be on this one. Have you heard of Kaga's new games on Steam? I haven't. Is he still alive? / active? I have no idea. Dark Deity made me throw up a little after I saw the price tag. Really? How much is it? I never play indie games. But I assume most indie games are like, what, $20, $30, right? Is it full priced? Can we get another Golden Sun game, please? I think we're gonna get one. I believe. It's an indie game. The first one was funded by a bunch of fans. $20 plus $60 DLC? How does that even work? What? $20 plus 60 DLC. That's like, even for a AAA game, that's like criminal, right? Speaking of criminals.
All right, peasants. Your money or your life? What's it gonna be?
Please, have mercy.
I guess you stinking peasants are good for something. As for the rest of them, got 'em like goldines.
Oof. That ain't family friendly. Thank you to the mighty Patreons for supporting premium content like this. I'm not really sure. But I did update the graphic, so if you recently evolved into a Patreon, you should be on there. I just played an FE6 Iron Man, but my Wendy and OJ died. Well, no great loss, right? €5 a microtransaction from New Velobyte. I think cumulatively, we've got big booty at this point.
More! No such thing as too much booty. We're gonna be eating like kings tonight.
Koizumi will give us a silver sword at the start of the direct. Surely he'll be a trusted ally until the final announcements. Yes. Koizumi is the, he's the Zelda guy, right? One of the Zelda guys. So of course he would have a silver sword. What's suspicious about that? Nothing. Family-friendly guy, thank you. Kamu, you will be seeing the fruits of our earlier work at some point. One of the things didn't work, but it's fine. We fixed it in post. Koizumi's a Mario guy? He's also a Zelda guy, right? I do have some exciting news that is not speculation. And that is that we have been approved to do a Fire Emblem 7, it's Blazing Blade, Legacy test playthrough. So we can do FE7, except I think some things that like didn't make any sense will now be better. So like triple effectiveness, Lyn is much less bad. It's gonna be great. And I think what we're gonna try and do is we're going to make it, for the first time ever, noob friendly. So we'll have special rules where you can ask me anything the entire stream about Fire Emblem. I promise, no matter how many times you ask me, if you're like seriously asking, I will explain it, okay? No ghouls. Because I want this to be the recruitment drive for new interns. If you are not sure if you like Fire Emblem, or you think you might like it, but it's just kind of overwhelming, then I want it to be a run-through where I will just walk you through everything. That's the idea. I think it's gonna be fun. And I'm also excited to see what the changes are, and it's also something that we can actually affect. So we can make suggestions that might actually happen instead of just complaining at nothing. Complaining at decisions that were made 25 years ago to give this girl 3 constitution. Why?
The future is not written.
$1.99 microtransaction from BogeyFan101 who says, I had to debate someone on how bad Chikorita is. Is it just degrees of badness? Hopefully they didn't think Chikorita was actually good. Is it like a Project Ember type hack or just triple effectiveness and buffed Lin? It's like small changes like triple effectiveness and buffed Lin. I think one of the major changes is that enemies are much stronger. So hopefully that's going to make things like Guy the Guillotine, more useful because he has really good combat stats, but they don't really matter because enemies are so weak. Wait a minute, $1.99 microtransaction, hang on. I know what that means.
One of the keys to Apple is Apple's an incredibly collaborative company.
I mean, you've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
Applejack's 30% of your donation. Wake up, Mareeple!
We've got to have money.
Applejacked. No, sorry, thank you for the $1.99 donation, but Apple device detected. Wish they wouldn't collaborate with my wallet. If you donate on YouTube, or actually just like most things, from Apple apps on an iPhone, Apple intercepts and steals, I think that is the operative word, stolen, steals 30% of your donation. Don't support Apple, please. How do they get away with this? $4.99. Sorry, thank you for the donation. I really want to make clear that the vitriol is directed towards Apple, not your generous donations. $4.99 microtransaction from Astro Montana, who says, first time commenting, but been watching you for over a year. Love the content. Also trying an FE series for the first time. Thanks to your video. Thank you. Have you seen the tutorial? I made a tutorial featuring FE6. I think it does walk you through the basics. It'll probably be more helpful to watch the FE7 playthrough because I will explain everything live, but the tutorial, of course, is available now. $5 microtransaction from Blue Crimson 217 who says, we will never see FE8 premium at this rate. Also, Raven beats Guy, full stop. Well, I'm not sure if they buffed Guy and nerfed Raven, but we'll see. Doesn't YouTube also take 30%? Yes, but I feel like it's a lot more reasonable for YouTube to do that because YouTube does a lot, right? They do a whole lot. They provide all of the tech infrastructure. They automatically negotiate ads. They host the VODs in perpetuity, which is like a logistical nightmare, but they do it for you. And they allow you to live stream for free. I think that is actually worth 30%. I do not feel salty about that at all. Why does Apple get 30%? What? $5 microtransaction from Prodigy11, who says, I've played the Switch and 3DS Fire Emblem games, but is there any I should actively avoid? I think the DS ones, so Shadow Dragon, which is available in America, and New Mystery of the Emblem, which is Japanese only, I think those games are ass, and you shouldn't play those. But I think basically every other one, I think you should at least try. Okay, maybe not Fire Emblem 1, 2, or 3. But Shadow Dragon is like, gouge your eyes out ugly. It's horrible. Oliver with a 10-hit pin missile. Thank you for the 10-hit pin missile. And a $5 microtransaction from Doll Paulo says, someone on a hunt train mentioned the Arthas burning thing and made me remember you're streaming this. The Arthas burning thing, what are you talking about? I don't have any graphics about that. I'm a good guy. I have no idea what you're talking about. That couldn't be me.
Damn it! If my interns abandon me, I'll never complete my research. The beds must be burned before the interns fall asleep.
Isn't that a bit much, sir?
Burned down to their frames. No one goes to sleep. until our research is complete.
Damn it! If my interns abandon me, I'll never watch the FE4 remake reveal. Well, I guess nobody actually went to sleep. In Japanese, guy's name is Gi. Can you explain what's up with the small e? It seems redundant. It's just there to make it more e. I don't really have a better way to explain it than that, I'm sorry, but they could have also maybe just added an extension to make it Gi. But without it, without the little I, it's not quite complete. It would be like Gi. So yeah, it's basically an elongation for that. But the rules get kind of funky when you're just talking about names and foreign words. You kind of just do whatever to try and make it sound correct. Basically, don't type it GUI in English. I'll end the poll once we get to 300 votes. His name is Gi because he has skill. Dude, these Japanese casuals are not gonna know what you mean by that. But I know what you mean. Over half an hour. Not quite sure what our theme for the FE7 playthrough will be yet, but I do think it is going to be Dorcas breaking us out of Pokemon Prison and us trying to recruit the viewers as new units. I think that is going to be the theme. In addition to actually just trying to test the hack and give useful feedback. Like, that's actually our ultimate goal, but our slogan is definitely going to be build an army, test everyone. So we're going to try and use units that we didn't use last time. So, Guy the Guillotine, Dart the Daring, Raven the Relentless. I think we were also specifically requested to use Will the Worthless, but hopefully he's no longer worthless. Hopefully it's Will the Worthy. $2 microtransaction from Prodigy 11 who says, also, is it bad that I enjoyed FE Fates? Well, that depends which route. Thank you for the microtransaction. $5 microtransaction from Blue Crimson 270 says, think I'm tipsy enough for the meh here? Can inbound. I'm not quite sure what that means. I think, do you mean like tipsy enough to be optimistic? Not me. I'm just drinking water. Refreshed. Harkin? That's the one you get instead of Corel, right? Yeah. We actually got Harkin last time, right? We just didn't really use them. But we used Rebecca the Redeemed. Well, I think testing one of the archers is probably enough. The thing is that we have a limit on how many we can use, right? Because we only have so many deployment slots. I definitely want to try using Lucius the Luscious. I don't think we've ever used, like, well, we used Molder as a light mage, but was he really a light mage? And we're also not going to do an Iron Man because, well, we want to test things. And it's also possible that something is like grossly overtuned and destroys us, and there's not really anything we can do about that, so no Iron Man. But yeah, we can have Lucius the Luscious and Raven the Ruthless together, because we haven't used that. Oh, we could also try using an Armor Knight. An Armor Knight. But I don't really want to use, we could try using Wallace maybe. I don't want to use Oswin, because Oswin's good already. Lucius is light, hard limited by light magic being ass. Well, hopefully they've seen the light, right? Hopefully it's better. That's part of the things that's one of the things they want to change. Gilliam, well, he's not in the game. Otherwise, good idea. $5 microtransaction from Metagrave. Been a while since we've actually claimed the booty.
Come here, booty!
All things considered, I'm going to predict we'll actually get a good direct. The bar is quite low this time, but I think it'll clear it. Ooh. Well, according to the poll results... 60% are Team Shadow, 39% are on the side of the light, and 1% I guess are really in the shadow because they're just gone. You know what would make FE7 Legacy great? Adding the Tower of Volney. We might actually do some arena grinding, just so that we have our units like leveled up and ready to test. So get ready to be welcome to the arena. Sarah? We actually used Sarah last time. I think Lucius is the best early game staff bot, but he can't even use staffs. In the early game. On the arena. If the 1% are invisible, how can they be hurt? Lowen Gaming. That's right, we didn't actually use Lowen, but Lowen's fine, right? I've been instructed to use Dorcas, and Dorcas is also the one breaking us out of prison, so we will be using Dorcas. Dorcas, the 3 lords, I've been told to use, and then I think an archer, and the rest we can choose. I really hope they expanded the deployment slots, because I really did not like the absolutely anemic deployment slots of Hector Hard Mode. You get like 8 units. And it just makes it really annoying rather than difficult. Which one is FE7? It's the Blazing Blade. So in English, it's known as Fire Emblem. That's it. There's actually no subtitle or number. But it was the first one that we got in the West. And in terms of actual sequence in the series, it's Fire Emblem 7. And the Japanese title is Rekka no Ken, Blazing Blade. I'm a Lowen hater, but he's a great Marcus system. I think Marcus got nerfed, which is honestly probably a good thing. I think Lin has 6 moves, so I'm very excited about that. The Sakaean Swiftness. We can do the Lin Guy support. FE7 is the Roy one, right? Close. 6 is Roy. But FE7 has Roy's dad, who baited me into buying the game because I thought it was Roy. Yes, Roy is technically an FE7, that's true. For about 15 seconds. FE7 is the well-translated one, right? Yeah, the one where... I think Dorcas, no, not Dorcas, Bartridge like hallucinates during the fight with Carla because the wrong person's speaking because the translation is so terrible. Haven't seen the Guy in Lin support. I actually don't know if there is one. I just assume there is one. Why wouldn't they? They're both Sakaeans. Quintessence? That's what he was seeking, right? I'm sorry if I seem a little down, but unfortunately, I mean, it's really late, so I can't be that excited. I can still, like, look excited, but I can't, like, sound excited. And also, I've just been getting hammered. I'm not an armored unit, so it's not effective, but it's just a lot going on. I gotta do all these translation requests, I gotta handle the Yakult Wars, and this upcoming week's gonna be really busy too, so please forgive me if I'm looking a little bit knackered. Listen, buddy, just put the soy face in the bag. We were going to do Kirby 64. The theme is going to be combo meals, so we're going to be like a fast food employee. That was the plan, but due to the busyness, instead we definitely answered 1,000 comments. That's what happened there. Please don't pogface. Well, according to 60% of the viewers, there's no reason to pogface. Kirby cancelled, it's just delayed, just like the FE8 tier list eventually. Are you even being paid adequately for these translations and your cult? For your cult, yes. For these translations, I don't know. What time is it in Japan? It is 10:35 p.m. ish comments, I think. I don't even think it's ish. I think it was 215 comments. What's your favorite copy mix and why is it Needle Rock? My favorite is probably Bomb Cutter, the Shurikens. Kirby 64 being combo meals is actually kind of clever. Would have loved to see that. You act like it died and we'll never see it. No, it's still gonna happen. It's just probably gonna be a while. And also, I mean, if we get the FE4 remake, then we also have to play FE4, the original. Who do you support, Hector, in this? Not sure. It's up in the air. FE8 Primo will be after the pseudo tier list, right? That's the plan. I've been working on the pseudo tier list. I did some yesterday, and I got everything just clipped together. So the length is going to be about 1 hour and 40. So it's actually very short for a premium video. As for when it'll actually be done, I mean, the dream is next week, but next week is like also a nightmare, so we'll see. Do you have a favorite FE game, and if so, which one is it? This is a good question.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Automated Imported Cheese Content Pipeline. Your inquiry is important to us. For frequently asked Fire Emblem questions, press 8. Please hold while we connect you with a representative. This call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Thank you for your patience. The answer to your inquiry is... For first-time Fire Emblem players, I recommend Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones for the Game Boy Advance. It's incredibly easy, and you have some freedom, but not too much freedom. My favorite Fire Emblem game is Echoes, my favorite character is Kanas, and my favorite class is the Swordmaster. Thank you, and we look forward to any future inquiries.
Does that answer your question? I hope so, that's why I recorded it. Black Tar music video announced? Is that true? I mean, I believe you. We don't even need the Black Tar music video. Oh, it's not true? Oh. Well then, what do you call this?
Hello? Is this thing on? Is there anyone out there? Am I all alone? I need a bigger axe.
There it is. There's your music video right there. I need a bigger axe. We're getting an Assassin's Creed Shadow Switchboard. Please, no. Sawano is proud. You might notice, of course, in that graphic that I'm horrifically offbeat, but if you listen to the actual Black Tar, the singer's not on the beat either, so whatever. I just didn't redo it. Do the graphics seem loud? If they are, please let me know and I can turn them down. $5 microtransaction from Prodigy11, who says, a bit unrelated, but what's your opinion on the Final Fantasy series? If you have played them, what's your favorite? I mean, I generally like Final Fantasy, but like the quality is extremely variable, right? And they're all very different. But I played, the ones I've played, I played 7, the original, I liked it. Played 10, I liked it. Played 10-2, I didn't like it. Played 13, I liked it. A little bit. It's more accurate to say I didn't dislike it. Played 14, the MMO. Oh no, I played 12, the Zodiac Age. I played the Switch version. I think I'm actually going to say I hated it. I played it with maximum speed up, like 32x, and it wasn't enough. I hated it. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe I was just missing something, but I thought it was awful. Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. I really liked it. I played it up to Stormblood. I sort of stopped because I sort of ran out of content, and it was just taking too much time out of my life, because I really liked it, but I enjoyed as much as I played. Loved being a Dark Knight. Get behind me, guys. Really fun. And I haven't played 15 or 16. I did play FF7 Remake. I really liked FF7 Remake. I only played part 1, the one in Midgar, but if I had to pick a favorite single-player one, it might actually be that one. I really liked it. I'm late to everything today. Here's to the FE4 Remake. But if the FE4 Remake means we don't... It pushes back FE10, which has Micaiah. I guess that's why Micaiah's depressed. What about 4? I never played 4. What about Tactics not Advance? I've only played Tactics Advance, but I really like Tactics Advance. Micaiah's day will come soon. Maybe she'll get her chance another day. Lots of stuff about days and suns. I've got a good feeling. Tactics A2 for the DS. I played that one as well, but I think it's significantly worse than Tactics for the GBA. Will you play RuneScape Switch when, if it's finally released? Probably not. I'm not sure how the RuneScape situation has been panning out, but I'm assuming nothing, like, really changed. Where can I find a Patreon link? Question from Exported Cheese. Well, you can find it in the description. Can't remake that opening scene with Soth, too iconic. Is it the Dawn Brigade? You can bet we're going to be saying that a lot. No, it's just a bird. Haha! Thought we didn't see ya! It's very funny. What I disliked about A2 was that the rules did not apply to your opponents. My main complaint with A2, aside from that, is the MP system is horrible. The fact that you always start at 0 MP and regen throughout the battle is just like, why? It just makes any MP class just complete garbage. Why did they do this?
The magic ends here.
What's wrong with giving mages MP? Like, the only way to mitigate this is with certain rules that just make your MP regen faster, and the other way was like the Cannoneer class. You could like shoot MP at your allies. Like, why do I gotta do this? This is so dumb. I paused my League of Legends to be here, followed by this better be good. I think the Necromancer says that. Nozzle no Heroine P, Mysterious Heroine P, with a 50 Hong Kong dollar macro transaction.
More! More! No such thing as too much booty! We're gonna be eating like kings tonight!
And they say, fun fact, Mess Hall give units massive buffs in FE14. Especially when beans and wheat are used in the dishes. Strength defense +1. And it also explains why all the characters in FE14 have a like for bean in bread. What is 14? Is that has to be Fates, right? I'm feeling full of beans. What? The graphics are too loud? I can turn down the banded ones. They don't seem loud on my end, but if they're loud for you... 15 minutes until it's time to, well, most likely be disappointed, I say, even though I think I'm on the positive team. Did I miss anything? You only missed wild speculation, don't worry. Can we listen to Army of Verdane while we wait? We have to listen to Golden Sun music, because they're going to announce the Golden Sun game. So, vetoed. I'm really just... baffled by this direct. I'm just gonna state my bafflement in advance. $2 microtransaction from Blue Crimson 217 who says, home with French bread pizza and ready to watch. What kind of French bread pizza? Does anybody actually make that stuff from scratch, or is it always like frozen? I'm sorry, I'm like... because I did go to an American school, right? Elementary, middle, high school. So when I hear French red pizza, I just get, like, immediately suspicious. Only Americans will understand, okay? Only Americans will understand. We don't really have an American emote. I guess this counts.
If you want something done right, leave it to a human.
How dare you give Hollow Knight Silksong a clown icon? It'll be confirmed here for sure. Hey, I didn't make the board. I'm too lazy. I delegated it. Graphics are very loud compared to my voice, so my voice should just be louder than maybe. I just don't want to be peaking. Do you pronounce it tomato or tomato? Tomato. I've turned it up now. If I look here, I'm not clipping into the red. If I clip into the red, that's bad. No Switch 2 tile? No, because this is the Switch 1 swan song. They've already said that there's going to be no Switch 2 info. $10 microtransaction from Mog Killer 1. Well, what did Mog do? It's pretty unfortunate.
More! More! No such thing as too much booty! We're gonna be eating like kings tonight!
Mog Killer 1 with a $10 microtransaction who says, hey, geez, watch your latest Pokemon vid, thank you. Just want to let you know you're one of like 3 YouTubers that can make me genuinely grin like an idiot from your humor. Keep up the great work. Thank you, so kind. Much kinder than some of the comments we saw on the comment reading stream. I'm glad you're able to smile. Hopefully not dangerously. Blue Crimson 217 with a $5 microtransaction who says family made the pepperoni and sausage French bread pizza personally for dinner last night. Oh. So was it like a really big one and people had different portions? Your weird automatic redeems have infected my mind. I love them. I wish they were automatic. I have to manually operate all of them. You guys can't see the immense jank that is this operation. This is like the closest to the jank that I can let you guys see. If I can find it.
Man, I really hope none of the enemies have swords.
Like, what you're seeing in that is basically the entire apartment. So, my bed is in front of me, the fridge is right there, the stove is right there, and there's a bathroom, and that's it. So, I've basically just isolated this wall here so that I'm not talking at my neighbor, because there's nobody over there. Nazno Heroin P with a $10 microtransaction who says, I guess deep breath here. Oh, Otachi, my beloved. They really like Otachi. Thank you for the $10 microtransaction. Can I add to the bad comments by saying I'm only here for the Q-Nut content? I'm always saying break yourself upon my body. Well, that mean I just stole that from World of Warcraft. I think it's Ozruk? I didn't actually play during Cataclysm. I know he's a Cataclysm boss, and I think Stonecore is the dungeon. But I've never been there, because I never played it.
Break yourselves upon my body!
Is he playing TCG Pocket? Who? Geez, what are your thoughts on Sfeel? Absolutely adorable. It's a shame that... it's a shame what happens to it. That's what I have to say. Why not pair Hector with Farina? She's got blue hair too? That means she's definitely Lilina's mom? Oh. Walrein is awesome? I'm not a fan. I think it's a real fall from grace. Walrein's hideous. They got the Grumpig treatment. Every time I hear open world, I immediately think you can go left or right. I bet there's going to be some open world stuff today. I can feel it in my bones. I think we're going to have to forge a path at some point. Almost certainly. I'm so sick of open worlds.
Experience true freedom in this living, breathing, open world. Surprises await you behind every corner. Go left or right. Tell your own story and make your own fun. Open world. Rated E for everywhere.
Welcome to this living, breathing open world where you can go left or right, forge your own path towards your own unique destiny in this open world experience. Please no more. Please no more. But please more of a €10 macro transaction from Manualzion. I hope I said that right. This graphic, I literally do say more, right? I can't actually hear any of the graphics.
More! More! No such thing as too much booty! We're gonna be eating like kings tonight!
And they said Fire Emblem 9+10 remake or 6+7 would be better than a 4 remake. Everyday 4 remake isn't confirmed. My tropium intensifies. I don't think that 9 and 10 should be remade together or 6 and 7 remade together. I think each on their own are just too big. I don't think they should be combined. It's not gonna work. Normally I watch directs on my own. This will be my first time joining with this streamer. I do think we can offer some unique perspective because after the English direct, we're gonna check out the Japanese direct. And the Japanese direct usually has some different things. But you guys wouldn't know that. I'll decipher it for you. I think somebody said that this stream is already more profitable than the Pokemon Prison video, and I think that is actually correct. Unfortunately. And fortunately, but that was one of the things that I talked about in Pokemon Prison. One way, though, that Pokemon Prison was extremely successful, though, was this. I mean, these guys are going to prison soon.
All right, peasants. Your money or your life? What's it gonna be?
Please, have mercy.
I guess you stinking peasants are good for something. As for the rest of them, got them like Goldines!
Pokemon Pokemon Prison resulted in a lot of Patreon evolutions. So thank you for evolving into a mighty patron, for those who are able. It really does help. So in that sense, actually, Pokemon Prison was extremely successful. And I think, hopefully, you guys actually enjoyed watching it. I was a fan of the video itself. I'm very happy with it. It's just the reality that edited videos just, like, don't really make any money. Unless they get, like, hundreds of thousands of views. Or if they're really, really long. Like a 3-hour Pokemon tier list. Those actually do end up being financially successful, I would say, as well. Omar Yu asks, Cheese, why haven't the cherry blossoms bloomed yet? Don't blame me, other Omar. Direct is in 4 minutes. Yeah, let's see if they're actually doing anything. Let me see, does this work? That puts it in the right... There we go. Okay, you guys can see it, right? Do I miss E3? Not particularly. Okay, I miscalculated. Because I really have to go to the bathroom, and this is like my last chance, right? I gotta go to the bathroom. Run? I've 3 minutes. What's a really long graphic? Time for a hotline. Wild speed. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm not taking any questions.
Reporter Gabby here, intern at the YTC Institute Insider. Mr. Keklian, rumors abound that you're a loose cannon, hosting unreasonably long streams with harsh penalties for interns who bow out early. Would you like to comment on the matter?
I've had enough of your snide insinuations. Say goodnight, intern!
What do you think you're doing? You can't treat the free press this way, you animal.
Oh, perfect. Good speed stat. Attack the media. I think in Mass Effect 3, she actually, like, deflects your punch because she's, like, used to it. Very funny. Did I wash my hands? Yep. Bathroom department's really small. All right. Okay. Who's excited? I do have one, like, completely new graphic for today that you guys haven't seen yet. We're gonna play it for sure. It's not that exciting. Don't get too excited. Maybe I have to refresh this, because sometimes it doesn't quite work properly. Not quite, no countdown yet. Hello? 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 Oh, I turned the music off for this. Okay, it's now 11, and it hasn't started, so I maybe need to refresh it now. Oh! Oh, it starts right away. So I'll try not to talk too much, and then we'll review it afterwards. Let me know if it's too quiet. Dragon Quest, right? Legacy of the Crusaders. Oh, the 2.5 HD style.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi.
Takahashi!
I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
This kind of remake,
have
yes.
A Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune in for that as well.
You bet.
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix. Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits?
Maybe she's a dancer.
We're excited for more information in the future.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
First batch of headlines, okay.
Escape from dire straits.
Only 1% oxygen. No hope! Despair embraced. Is this indie?
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Oh. No rescue! No frames either.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
Spike Chunsoft.
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date,
I think this is my computer. I don't think it's the game.
AI called Aiba, embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
Okay.
Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche.
Oh, so is it like a detective game?
Mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth.
Choice!
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Kaname Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Seems fine, but probably not for me.
Unleash the supernatural.
What is this? Another detective game? Why is everybody investigating things? Oh, it's a Shin Megami Tensei game, okay.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But, unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon.
Remake!
Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle.
Oh, environmental storytelling!
Powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. guide Rido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
Voice
As
acting.
he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Rido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19.
I mean, seems fine.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
It's just also just not for me, and it's a remake.
Consume darkness.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world, where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Orb.
But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins.
An indie Metroidvania? No way.
As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before.
Metroid. Norfair.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks.
Gaia's Venus Synergy. Golden Sun. Confirmed.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal and devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
And it's made by Bandai Namco. Interesting.
The rhythmic march begins.
What is this?
Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
I love remakes.
Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pawn advances them forward, while Pawn Pawn Pata Pawn has them attack. And
It's endless.
together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kiba-Pon to the shield-savvy Tate-Pon. Build up
Tate-Pons.
your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
Tate just means shield.
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
Where's Ogrepon?
Lead the Patapons and march forth when Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July 11th.
Another remaster. It's endless.
Welcome
Farming.
to Zephyr Town.
Farming.
A cozy place nestled in a windswept valley.
Farming.
This is where your new life begins.
As a farmer. Of course.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
You must be the new farmer!
Felix from Golden Sun.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
Oh, look at that cow. It's huge. Hanako.
Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar.
Jeez, that was me.
As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
Mina.
You can also get to know the locals.
I'd like
Sophie.
to spend more time with you.
And maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
That's me on the left.
Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
My Deku Leaf.
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
I mean, this is actually new, right? Not a remake?
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
I mean, I like farming games. I actually do.
Next, please take a look at this.
New game? In a time beyond memory. No, this is not FE4. Unless this is Verdane Forest. It doesn't really look like it. Okay, no, never mind. Well, we already... It's not a new reveal, it's just more info, right? Oh, purple! Actual gameplay footage!
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Well, thanks to the viewers.
Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center.
Buffering?
In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
These scripts are all the same. Forging a path forward.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Charge beam! She's stuck on a whole different planet. She needs a bigger gun.
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
What about dark types?
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
This narrator's kind of weird.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Can she psychically crouch? The Morph Ball! Yeah, Metroid Tears of the Kingdom.
What will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
This year? Well, not a new announcement, but finally gameplay footage. We know when it's coming. Yeah, also amazed it's not Switch 2. Oh, sick suit. Looks like a red mage.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Surprised that's in like the middle of it. That was probably
to stir up some mischief.
Well, back to the
Once upon a
other
time,
stuff.
There was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista of the cursed cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs.
This looks like a browser game.
Serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston.
Is this a mobile
With
game?
help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you
This
make
has
can
to be a mobile
influence
game,
each
right?
Customer storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe.
Oh, available later
Launches on
today?
Nintendo Switch later today.
Okay, it's not mobile.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
What is this? Kiki's Delivery Service? No, but that's what I think of whenever I see
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class.
Charming
hang out
art.
with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition.
Yes,
Or
chores.
use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items.
Crafting.
Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey?
Olives, I love olives.
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
I think I'm a bit too old for this, but...
Action, adventure, and arcade games await.
Oh no.
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide.
Looks
Upgrade
good.
your trusty cane with magical parts. Then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
It's like an old game or a remake. I'm just...
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
40th.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Life Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2.
The Go-Go
Some
Gradius.
titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
And ancient.
Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necrodancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remixed
quirky.
stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Celeste! Underrated!
And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Later today? Probably not for me.
Let's see
What is
what's
this?
in store.
Animal Crossing? No.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
Man, this is really cute.
There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop.
So
Polished
adorable.
Pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop.
I think some
12
people will
wonderful
like this.
stores
It's
need your help.
probably not for me, though.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each
Oh,
shop.
that's amazing.
In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before.
Yeah,
With
he...
over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business
Tamagotchi.
is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
I don't even think other Americans say Tamagotchi. It's Tamagotchi, right? Oh no! It's Go-Goat. They put Go-Goat in the trailer. Not actual gameplay. No!
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series.
Leave me alone. Leave me
You
alone.
begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games.
It looks
Lumio
so
City.
bad.
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City.
Oh no! The walking animations! Oh, I already...
Scattered all over town are wild zones.
It's just
These
a
areas
park.
are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city.
Spin rack.
You can catch Pokemon here. but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too.
More
Some of them
warping.
can even be found on rooftops. People and
Steelix!
Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
Is that Professor Turo?
But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament.
Oh.
The ZA Royale.
Okay, well. So this
Trainers await in battle zones.
Oh, this looks so bad.
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Hey, don't use a water type.
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
What?
During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
Sick dodge?
And with Mega Evolution,
Megas are back!
Some Pokemon can power up even more.
Wow, RIP Gardevoir.
You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
C to A? Really?
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
What? Oh, please no more Rotom phone gimmicks.
Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered. What will you find on your adventure?
So there's only battles at night?
Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
This is more info than we got in the Pokemon
In
Presents.
Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Brave?
Next, please take a look at this.
FE4 Remake! Golden Sun! Okay.
Hello there.
Hi.
The game you're about to see
Tell me more.
doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm games.
I'll have to pass. I'm sure you mean
You
well.
wanna see?
No, it's alright.
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
It is cute.
It sounds easy. But the timing is super tricky. Boop.
I've never played
Maybe
Rhythm
you
Heaven.
could try it in time to a rhythm.
Oh! Hey, that's Japanese phonics.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
That's cute.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Sonic Adventure 2 audio mixing? Hammered.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. Rhythm Heaven Groove.
I mean, this seems like WarioWare, right? But more rhythm-based? I've never played Rhythm Heaven.
That was
Seems
Rhythm
okay.
Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series.
It's
It
fun.
includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
I don't know him. Renowned for his music.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it.
This dude's huge.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Whatever you've heard about me, it's not true, okay? I deserve my day in a court of
With
law.
game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one. Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
Yes.
But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards?
Shareable game?
Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card.
Huh?
In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Not anti-consumer? What?
When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card.
I actually can't believe this.
Allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen.
And I can give it to my friend, but we can't play it at the same time,
Here,
right?
you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Fire Emblem
If
Gate.
you have 2 Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Okay, but somebody else's Switch, can
now
I do
you can
that?
play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want. Just as if you had inserted a physical game card.
Can I give it to somebody who's not
With
me?
virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to 2 systems.
No.
Local communication with your second system is required. But
I don't
only the
have
first
2
time.
systems, bro. No. Family
You can
group
also
member.
lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
Almost.
Choose the title you're lending
Almost.
and who you're lending it to. And you're done. They can now play on their own system.
Of course it's too good to be
You
true.
can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use.
But a physical
Virtual
game can already
card.
do that, and I can give it to my friends.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
They're acting
Let's
like
take a
this
look
is so
at more
revolutionary.
Nintendo Switch games.
I forgive you for... well, no. What is this? High on Life. The writing is agony. The writing is agony. Millennial the game. Dear villagers. Farming. It's like a physical cartridge, but worse. Exactly. It was almost a good feature. Why is it locked to your family? It's like FE4 trading. So that means the FE4 remake's coming, guys. Ooh, what was that? What was that frame rate? I think that was the... I don't think that was the stream.
Uncover history once more.
What is this?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Remastered.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will the Explorer.
Not Will.
2 heroes whose fates and legacies will intertwine across generations in
Will.
this epic RPG.
Where's Rebecca?
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system.
Cordelia, she's from Fire Emblem.
After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses.
No, this is the end,
What
isn't it?
histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
That's it, we're out of time, right? This is the end.
Monumental adventures await.
No, they said roughly 30 minutes. They said roughly 30
Embark
minutes.
on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games. Wander through isometric worlds filled with stunning landscapes to manipulate, optical illusions to discover, and mystifying secrets to unfold.
It's a mobile game?
Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people.
The Crow
people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry.
10-year-old mobile game, really?
Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
They always end on a big announcement.
Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3.
They named her Noor?
Sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Noor is just Arabic for light. What is this? I hate golf. I hate golf. I used to work. Nice shot. Oh my god.
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
What an ironic title. The most elitist sport of all time, and you call it Everybody's
Time
Golf.
your button press just right and take your shot.
I gotta hire Guy the Guillotine to take care of these golfers.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player challenge mode,
this is a
compete in
PS2
tournaments
game?
and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer.
Naomi.
In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall.
Monolith Soft.
It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
These graphics are so uncanny.
So just relax and get ready to tee off.
They look like
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
They look
lands
like
on Nintendo Switch this year.
They look like PS1 Final Fantasy cutscene characters. Captain America.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
I love Marvel.
2 heroes
Oh,
from
hey.
a roster of 15.
Like an arcade
including the
brawler.
likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial
Thick Venom?
aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities.
Beat 'em up.
And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
Is this genealogy of the Holy
The battle
War?
for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Big final announcement.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Golden Emblem. It's over. It's over. Well.
I'm a buffalo. Tornadoes are Hanji plus than yesterday.
What? What is this?
How refreshing.
It's me? Tomodachi Life?
Hiya.
Tomodachi Life? Living the dream. 2026. I never played Tomodachi Life. I don't know if it's good or not.
Did you want to talk?
Aw. Glad that was only a dream.
Okay.
That was Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, the first new entry in the series in over 10 years. In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
Why'd they put him on an island like Animal Crossing?
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
What, Miyamoto himself?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
Hi!
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Nintendo Brain.
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today, which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day.
Ooh.
After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
No, leave me alone!
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today. Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out. That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
Miyamoto! How could you betray me?
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
I think Americans woke up at like 6 a.m. for this. What a disaster. Well, I mean, what did you guys think? It was alright. Wait, what? Hang on, sorry. I just got a Discord message from Shigeru Miyamoto. And he said that wasn't the real final announcement. And he sent me like a raw YouTube link. Do we watch it? Like, are we actually gonna like insert a raw YouTube link? Well, I mean, it's Shigeru Miyamoto, right? He would never lie to us. Let's try it. Wait, what? Wait, what's the vid? Yo! Look at that title! From Miyamoto himself, he wouldn't lie to us!
15 years since the sun last set. 15 years beneath a starless black sky.
Yo!
But it's always darkest before the dawn.
It's here, guys!
The land of Weyard is in a new, golden age. With alchemy restored, the heart of the world eats once more. But in this paradise, the absence of hate has birthed a new enemy.
This guy sounds a lot like me. Did they steal my voice?
Love handles. What? Take your first steps into the morning light, and track each and every one of those steps in your daily stats. Explore the world around you to discover the secrets etched into the earth itself. Attune yourself to the elements with the help of guided mindfulness exercises and minigames. Defy temptations and forge your own path towards a healthier, happier new dawn. But don't forget to treat yourself once in a while, courtesy of our partner, Golden Crust. Sync your Nintendo account to Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Smile to take charge of your health 24/7. Golden Sun, rise and shine. Free to start on Nintendo Switch, Android, and Apple devices.
"15 years. 15 years for mobile slop. I don't want a lifestyle tracking app. Golden Sun, rise and shine. Miyamoto, how could you do this to me? Oh, this was a disaster. This entire direct was just a mess. Oh. No. Well, that'll teach me to trust random links from people on Discord. Let's get the Golden Sun music back. $2 microtransaction from Isopod Evil Form. I just checked the Nintendo Today app. It's real. I believe it's real. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's see if I got a bingo here. And we'll check the Japanese direct afterwards. I guess I should also say, I got another message from Miyamoto, and he said that, at the very least, I could reveal Golden Sun, Rising Sign, exclusively to Americans. So after this stream ends, I will actually be switching Golden Sun, Rise and Shine to public. So, I ask for your cooperation. Please watch it, please share it, and please get excited for Golden Sun. It's gonna be great, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Golden Sun Rise and Shine presentation. There was actually a different clip for Resist Temptation and Forge Your Own Path to a Better, Healthier Tomorrow. It was my friend offering me fried chicken, and then I said no, and then I drank a Yakult, and it turns out the camera wasn't actually on, but I only had one Yakult, so I just replaced it with Pokemon Go. Okay, so did I get a bingo? There was no amiibo. I don't think there was gacha. Were there sick beats? Not really. There wasn't copyright music. The rest of the Metroid Prime games, well, kind of. We got it. Metroid Prime 4. Licensed game shovelware? Yup. With the Disney thing. Splatoon 3, no. New remake? Yup. Releasing today? Yup. Flinch moment? Yup. Weird indie game. Yeah, there were some weird indie games. I was definitely confused. Was there a racing game? I actually don't know. I don't think there was a racing game. Definitely not Hope Kindled. We didn't get the FE4 remake. An old series returns from the dead. Yes, Tamagotchi life, right? No new Kirby. We did get Metroid Prime 4. Yes, absolutely despair embraced. This looks like a mobile game and is a mobile game, yes. Furukawa was there, right? No new Zelda, no Koizuma. We got some ports, right? Damn. Well, no favoritism here. I didn't get a bingo. No! $2 mic transaction, or $1.99 mic transaction from Orb, who says it's time to abandon the Nintendo jail. And another $1.99 mic transaction from Tonester. 869 who says, my wallet's looking forward to being full this year. And a $5 mic transaction from Dwebble, who says, shout out to Despising Golf. Hope to see you stream Monster Hunter soon. I mean, I despise golf because I had to work as a caddy on the golf course. So I'm like, wow, this must be the class divide. It really feels like it. $5 microtransaction from Dragon Warrior Freak, who I'm guessing liked the Dragon Quest announcement. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dragon Quest 1 and 2, which we already knew was coming, but not getting on my Switch. $4.99 microtransaction from Brian Yuka says that Legend Z gameplay didn't look that good. I'm a little worried. I will say this, it looked better than what they showed us in the Pokemon Presents, which was bizarre, but of course, it looked awful. Still. But it looked better than what they showed. I saw those donations ending in 99.
One of the keys to Apple is Apple's an incredibly collaborative company.
I mean, you've really put a big investment in our country. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple.
Applejacks 30% of your donation. Wake up, Mareeple!
We've got to have money.
Stop collaborating with my wallet, Apple. Applejacked. Sorry, thank you for the donations. Alright, we always run a poll at the end as well to see, initially people were Team Shadow. It was 60 Shadow, 40 Light. And let's see what it is now. It almost always tends towards negative afterwards. So, reflections on the Direct. We've literally, I don't think, ever watched a Direct or a Pokemon Presents that shifts positive. It never does. We've never done that. Hope is an illusion, and then... There we go, there's the poll, you can now vote. I could not believe they made an entire, like, feature presentation out of physical games, but worse. I could not believe it. I think you could actually see my, like, trepidation as they announced it, because I was like, oh, this seems like a really great way to combine the convenience of digital with, like, the security and the shareability of physical. And of course they just had to Nintendo it. They just had to Nintendo it. And add in a completely boneheaded stipulation. I could care less for the games they revealed. My only hope was FE4 Remake. This is actually not Tropium, I'll reiterate. I 100% believe that in the Switch 2 Direct, there will be a Fire Emblem game. It might not be the Fire Emblem 4 Remake, but there will be a Fire Emblem game. There's no way there isn't. There's no way. That virtual card game thing will be good for my family. The 14 days thing is dumb, though. I mean, it's not that nobody's going to benefit, but there was a way to clearly make it, if not better than physical, at least mostly equivalent to it. But they just can't help themselves. And it has to be locked to family. I am very surprised that I didn't have to use mobile gaming until the very end. But this was the one new graphic that was prepared. I hope you like mobile slop. Tap to interact. I would call the Golden Sun trailer a graphic, I guess so. But I didn't even make it. Miyamoto sent it to me. Bingo? Why did this Direct have so much slop? Well, congratulations for getting Bingo. I unfortunately did not, but if somebody got Bingo, we can play the Bingo graphic. If I can find it. It's under Resident Evil, I think. Bingo.
Where's everybody going?
Battle bingo? Where's everybody going? $5 microtransaction from Dragon Warrior Freak. We can seize booty.
Come here, booty!
I think the digital games card will be a downgrade from how digital games on Switch are now, with multiple systems having no limits currently. I'm not too familiar with digital game sharing, because I just have one Switch and I don't, like, interact with other people on the Switch. The look on Cheese's face when the SMT Summoner game re-release. He doesn't know the game is rare AF and costs over $100. I've wanted to play it, but couldn't justify the money. I mean, I'm just generally not going to get excited for re-releases and remasters, for the most part. Remakes? Sure, but, like, a game I've already played, or that already exists elsewhere and is, like, mostly the same, I'm just not really interested. I guess game price? Also, I don't really... I guess it's not that much of a concern to me. If it's like a modern game that's just like retail, I'll just buy it, right? I'll just pay for it. And if it's a previous game, like on like an ancient game that's really hard to get a hold of, usually I kind of just Nintendo PC it. And so in that sense, even games like... infamously, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is extremely expensive, like in the hundreds, and there's no way that. I'd like to thank you for the Raido SMT game remaster. I'm really excited to be able to officially support the game companies that provide the services that allow me to... Close. I do believe in buying games and supporting developers. I think almost every game you've seen me play, certainly every Switch game, I've actually just purchased myself. And almost every Nintendo PC game you've seen me play, it might actually be all of them, I also owned at some point. Now, legally, that's not how it works, but morally, I think that's okay. But Tom Scott, the YouTuber, said, everybody draws the line about what's acceptable just above what they themselves are doing. So of course I would think it's okay, because I'm doing it. And maybe you can't really trust me, I have a criminal history.
Who do you think you are? You think you could stand up to Omar the Ogre?
Crit. $9.99 microtransaction from Luis Rodriguez, who says, when the AZ video started, I thought it doesn't look that bad, but then I saw the Steelix shot. Sorry, I'm in the Apple prison. The Steelix texture looks bizarre. When games don't retail anymore, how does it support the developers? True. Just getting gouged on the secondhand market. You're just paying well, not quite scalpers, but certainly not supporting the developers. I didn't have any expectations, so I'd say this was alright. I mean, I also had very low expectations. Of course, if there's no Fire Emblem next week, which I highly doubt, I'm serious, I highly doubt, then I would be disappointed. All right, so here's our plan. We're gonna go watch the Japanese Direct. Then we're going to prepare to promote Golden Sun, Rise and Shine, and then we'll end. That'll be it for today. Because I do have to work tomorrow. I gotta continue this translation stuff. And I'm hoping to start the Fire Emblem 7 Hector Hard Mode Legacy test Saturday. So I'd have to make the stuff for that tomorrow as well. So we're not going to be going for too much longer, like an hour more max. Alright, let's see. So we want to go to... How do I do this? Hang on, let me just make sure I don't mess this up. This is also not an illegal public test stream. I do have permission to do this. We're not, like, we didn't smuggle out a hot ROM that we're gonna use to defame the entire operation. Okay, how do I get this? I gotta search it in Japanese, otherwise it's not gonna work. Nintendo Koshiki. I got it. Okay, you can see it there. Why is it over an hour? Great, Great Direct. Not quite working, hang on. Ah, there we go. I think I've got to change it slightly so I can actually control it. Can you see this? What's the size? The size is a little bit wrong now. There we go. Audio, it's not, there's nothing playing. Oh, here we go. Can we get subtitles, please? Maybe there's auto-translated subtitles. What? This wasn't in ours. This was new, right? Oh no, this is like a trailer beforehand. Here we go. This is where it actually starts. I don't know if we're gonna watch the whole thing, but we'll see. This is the same, right? Dragon Quest. Skipping by 5 seconds even faster? Like, I don't know if this is actually faster. They put this earlier. Check out the real pronunciation. Tomogotchi. Up, up, down, down. Gradius. They changed the order. No, this is a Pac-Man thing. Saw that one as well. I don't know if there's anything new. Yes. Farming. So far it just seems the order's different. Oh, the Japanese narrator sounds better. Well, they got a better narrator than we did. I think that's the cop thing. It's the witch thing. Oh, this is new. The dangers of space. For those we must defend. Here the steel warriors assemble. Super Robot 対戦 Y. Saishinsaku, so this is actually new? I don't know, something about the animation looks like kind of cheap, right? Or is that just me, or is this just the style? I mean, goes on sale this year. I mean, most of the stuff they said was just like Incredible Warriors, high action combat, just robot stuff. Oh! JB exclusive! Sanrio Friends! Magical tag. This is new as well. This was shown, but the horse racing was not. This is also new. This is new as well. Rusty Rabbit. 100 line, this is also new. This looks like the Danganronpa. Oh no. I imagine the video is the same. I'm looking for Steelix. Alright, well, I mean, we're a Pokemon channel, right? So maybe we'll watch this. XY no horisage wa ureshii. Miare City, so it's not Lumios.
クエーサー社による都市再開発が行われています。今回はこの街で見られるポケモンと人々の暮らしを紹介します。
Textures of the Pokemon look so bad.
街の至るところに設けられているのはワイルドゾーン。
ワイルドゾーン。
このエリアは街の中でも野生のポケモンが住みやすい環境になっています。
He's not saying anything new. Number 2 Wild Zone.
攻撃されることもあるので危険と感じたら無理せずに。ポケモンによってはワイルドゾーンの外に生息しているものや建物の屋上に登ることで出会えるポケモンも。
Ugh. Ugh. It looks like it's just made of plastic. What happened?
人とポケモンが生き生きと暮らせるミアレシティですが、夜になると街の雰囲気は一変。実力のあるトレーナーたちが招待される大会 ZA ロワイヤルの始まりです。
Was it called the Z to A Battle Royale in English? I forget. So it's called the Z to A Royal. It was called ZA Royale? Okay. Hey, Crocodile!
見つかるとポケモン勝負がスタート。気づかれる前なら先制攻撃を仕掛けることも。
I like how she didn't notice us charging up a flash cannon.
タイミングよく指示するのがポイントです。一部のポケモンはメガ進化によってさらにパワーアップすることができます。誰もが Z ランクからスタートし、目指すは A ランク。
Yeah, same thing, Z to A.
点を掴んだトレーナーは一つ願いを叶えてもらえると言われています。昼と夜の二つの顔を持つミアレシティ。
The performance isn't actually that bad. I think it's just the Nintendo PC.
続報をお楽しみに。
Nothing new. Rhythm Heaven. Here's the sharing. We saw this already. This was the first one they showed in ours, but it's near the end in theirs. Oh, this is new.
日本未発売のクニョくんを含む全12タイトルがこの1本に。テクノスザワールドクニョくん&アーケードコレクション。あのときめきをもう一度。
Tokimeki Memorial Forever with You! Emotional!
カプコンの格闘8タイトルを対戦共闘で遊び尽くせ。カプコンファイティングコレクション2。
Just arcade collections.
気ままなスローライフ RPG。ファンタジーライフアイ。ぐるぐるの竜と時を盗む少女。
I think this is new. We didn't get this. This is also new. What? This is also new. Onimusha 2. Didn't they just make a new one? Is golf still for everyone in Japan? Everybody's golf. Oh, Minna no golf. It is everyone's golf. It's actually both. It's Minna no golf and everybody's golf. Well, this game ain't for me. Marvel game we saw. And they ended with this. Miyamoto, how could you do this to me? It's weird actually hearing Miyamoto talking.
最後に新しいゲームの発表ではありませんが、お知らせがあります。宮本さんに紹介していただきます。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
任天堂ダイレクトをご覧いただきありがとうございます。任天堂ダイレクトは2011年に直接お客様に任天堂の情報をお届け
直接 is direct。
誕生しました。そして今では世界中のたくさんの人に見ていただいています。本当にありがとうございます。任天堂ダイレクトはこれからも継続していきますが、直接お届けするコンセプトをもとに新たな情報チャンネルを始めます。それは、日替わりカレンダーのような任天堂トゥデイというモバイルアプリです。任天堂のいろんなイベントが確認できるようになっていて、任天堂のゲームやキャラクターに関するニュースとちょっと楽しいコンテンツを毎日日替わりでお届けします。
ちょっと楽しい。A bit fun。
来週4月2日の任天堂スイッチ2ダイレクトの配信後からは、この任天堂トゥデイでもスイッチ2の最新情報を毎日直接お届けしていきますよ。
Thank you for your time, Miyamoto. I think that's enough. So, there were some differences in the Japanese, but like nothing that interested me at least. Oh boy. Yeah, I think at the end of that all, I'm probably Team Shadow. I don't know how you guys... I guess we can end the poll. The only thing worthwhile there was Metroid. Yeah, there was cool new Metroid stuff, but we also... It wasn't like a new announcement, right? We already knew that. They just actually showed gameplay, though. Tomodachi Life was by far the worst thing they could have ended on. Some people seemed excited about Tomodachi Life. My wife is appalled at the low quality of the slot. So, post-poll, 68% Shadow, 31% Light. So that's actually almost the same. It didn't really change, right? So I think it means that nobody, like, really changed their mind. The people who were hopeful stayed hopeful, and the people who were in the shadows, they're still stuck in the shadows. It was a 10% swing, but that's not that much, right? 10% were more positive, I think? The swing was towards positive, right? I love Tomodachi Life, but the new one seems off. Same thoughts with Rhythm Heaven. I've just never played Rhythm Heaven, so I have no idea. My expectations are not going to be this low for the next week's Direct. I mean, this Direct, I don't even know why it exists. I don't even know why we're here. I thought for sure we would just be at the Switch 2 thing. So, Switch 2, we're going to get a Fire Emblem game. Might not be FE4, but there's going to be something. There's another Direct next week? Yes, so this was the Switch Swan song, and next week is going to be Switch 2. So, next week is the big one. I guess to announce Switch 1 games to free up the Switch 2 Direct. I just don't really understand why they just don't do both on the same day, right? Oh, you're right. It's to announce the app. That's it. Yeah, because they want everyone to have the app already. And they probably want to test how that affects the Switch 2 Direct. You're right. That's probably why. It's all about the app. And Luftos typed it before I said it. It's all about the apps. You're right. That's why they did this, of course. What Legends is Z-Day gonna be on? 1. Switch 1. But I think Switch 2 is confirmed already to be backwards compatible. Do you guys not have phones? Well, there is something you guys can do, though. Because there is an app they released that I know we definitely weren't expecting. If I can pull it up. Silenced. I can't believe I didn't get bingo. This might be the first time I actually didn't get bingo, and there's not really any way I could finagle it to give myself bingo. It's just not possible. Here it is. Will I become a farmer? I mean, I like Harvest Moon, maybe, but we have a lot of stuff to do. A new golden sun rises. Look at this. So here we go. We've got this. Check out these thumbnail tests. Golden Sun, New Zenith. That sounds good, right? I love Golden Sun, New Zenith. So here's the title, A New Golden Sun Rises. And then we got Isaac on the thumbnail, we got Vault in the background. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I mean, should I just set it? I should set it to public now, right? Once I set this to public, you guys can see it. This is malicious? No. 575 microtransaction from Smash Hero 75. I'm happy with what I got, but maybe this will brighten your mood, boss. Here's the jerk fund for tomorrow. It's not malicious. It's delicious. Thank you for the jerk fund. Is it poisoned? Well, that'll be in the FE7 stream, I guess.
Come here, booty!
Booty seized. Should I release it now or afterwards? Maybe afterwards. It's 12:18, so maybe we'll end at 12:30? Should I trust no one? You don't have to trust anyone, but we're going to be testing everyone. FE7 is Blazing Sword, yes. I've always hated the FE fanbase's obsession with using numbers that don't even match Insist's internal ones anymore. They also call it FE7, right? Bullying Golden Sun fans is heinous work. Well, I'm a Golden Sun fan. Are there any Reddits we can post this? I feel like people would just get really mad, though. The number's desync sometime around Radiant Dawn and the DS remix? What do they call Shadow Dragon? 11, right? 11, 12? But then people stopped using numbers. Like, you would never call Awakening 13, right? You would call it Awakening. R tomorrow. Oh, we could post it in R tomorrow. It's perfect for R tomorrow. But somebody else has to post it, because you're not allowed to post your own things, right? I will set it... I'll set it to public right after this. I'm kind of curious to see how it performs. Exported Cheese with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you for the 5-hit bin missile. Supported. Reddit culture where posting your own content is a capital sin. They love reposts, but they hate original content. Reddit must be destroyed. I guess we can answer comments for like 9 minutes. Or we can just go over what the plan is going to be going forward. So well, actually, I should maybe check this. You guys can't see this right now. I should check these messages to make sure nothing crazy is happening. Just checking this. Typing. Coming up is April 1st, April 2nd, and FE7 Legacy. Yes, exactly. So... I think the plan is we are okayed to do a Fire Emblem 7 Legacy Hector hard mode test. We are going to do that. The intention is for it to be easy and approachable for anybody who's like nervous about Fire Emblem, and we're also like actually going to be testing it and trying to give real feedback. It's either going to start on Saturday for me, so Friday for most of you, or Monday for me. Which would be, I think, Sunday for all of you guys. But it's variable, because I gotta do a bunch of stuff, so we'll see. You might see it very soon, or you might see it in, like, a couple days. But I gotta do this Yakult stuff, I gotta do a translation thing. I have a picnic, and I can't really blame anyone, because I'm the one who organized the picnic. Can't you worthless YouTubers do anything right? We're trying to run a channel, and you louts are out here having a picnic. That's on Sunday. And then I have to go to a party on Monday, and then Tuesday's April 1st. So April 1st we have to do a special April 1st stream. And then April 2nd is the actual Nintendo Switch 2 stream. So if I can survive all of that, then we get a bit of a break. Having a social life sounds terrible. It's not a Marty party, unfortunately. Am I making sandwiches at the picnic? No. Low carb. But I might get some, like, bagels. It's endless. It's truly endless. But if FE7 doesn't start Saturday, that's why. Community is what gives me the comments, right? Oh, here we go. Endless comments for another 5,000 cycles. It's truly endless. Wife, picnics are great. They are fun. I just wish everything around it was more relaxing. How did you find this? Oh, you must have copied and typed in the URL, right? Very crafty. Hey, how did you get in here? Very sneaky. Good job. Damn, I just watched the VOD. This is on the Bandit Emblem Premium. Thank you for your service. Gonna play FE7 soon. Who should I support the main lord with, gameplay-wise at least? Well, here's my actual advice. Don't use the main lords. They're all bad. I don't really think there's any special, like, recommended supports for any of them. Because really, they should all just be benched. Aren't they forced deploy? Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to use them. You should probably just hide them in a corner. But I mean, like, if you're playing normal mode, you can do whatever. But they're mostly, like, really bad. I'm looking forward to more Fire Emblem content. Oh, Fire Emblem content. I discovered you through FE6 and FE7 tier list. Subscribe primarily for the Fire Emblem content. See you soon! Hector is usable early game. Yes, I would say so. I think we would, like, give him a 3 early, like 3 stars, but overall a 2 because of his horrendous promotion, timing, and the actual bonuses. I guess the only, like, canon support is Ellawood and Ninian, sort of. But that's also, like, kind of a bad support. Generally, dancer supports are bad because to offer a support, you have to be near the unit, but the dancer does not want to be near where the fighting is happening. So it's usually like a bad idea. It's not unusable, but it's very tricky. Usually, using a dancer support leaves your dancer exposed if you're actually getting benefit out of it. So it's probably not a good idea. Why isn't there an FE8 tier list? It's endless. It's endless. It's endless.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
We've decided to keep you here for another 50 cycles. With endless options for renew. With endless options for renew. With endless options for renew. Hope is an illusion.
Even if it takes forever! Forever!
Madness will consume you!
Oh my goodness, this is awful!
Hope is an illusion. Well, most were Team Shadow. Why isn't there an FE8 tier list yet? Here's why. Garrick versus Grotto editing streams. Thanks for joining for those, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed them. They were very helpful. Garrick versus Grotto editing streams. We did it together. You guys all saw it. Where's the length? Oh, it's right on it. So, 12 hours for both. We capped out on a full 24-hour day of, I think for those who were there, they would agree, pretty focused and dedicated editing. We didn't even start. We don't even have 1 second of completely edited footage. It was just finding clips. So that's why it's endless. But eventually. A 1,000 comments. Stop sniping me, exported cheese. Do you think Ellawood would have 8 move in Legacy? I would like that. I don't think it would be too outrageous. There is a changelog, but I haven't read it yet. Alright. I think we've discussed basically everything we have to for today. It's 12:30. My overall thoughts on the Direct, I wasn't expecting much. This Direct being, personally, I think, quite disappointing and nothing burger was to be expected. I don't even know why this Direct happened in the first place. But that doesn't mean that I've lost hope for Switch 2. I am almost certain that Switch 2 announcement will have a Fire Emblem game of some point. Might not be the FE4 remake, but it's going to have something. I truly believe that. I don't think that's Tropium. And hey, this is our chance to promote the new Golden Sun game. So right after this, right after I hit end stream, I am going to switch this to, well, not private, non-members only, to public. So once it goes public, you'll all be able to see it. It should show up in your subscriber feed because you're subscribed, right? And then you gotta comment, and you gotta share it. Golden Sun's back, guys. And I guess I myself, I'll post it on R tomorrow, because tomorrow's like a joke sub anyway. I'll do it. But other people should post it on other subreddits, and let's see how it does. I wasn't expecting much either, but was still slightly pleasantly surprised. I mean, the thing I was most excited for was Metroid Prime 4 gameplay. But it looks weirdly like Tears of the Kingdom, right? And Psychic's a pretty bad type. I hope they don't have Pursuit in that game. Sorry, I'm yawning because it's really late. Okay. Whoosh! I think that's it for today. Does anybody have any final words they want to get in edgewise, or I guess just comments they want to make? You have roughly 2 minutes, and then you'll never get a chance again. Or you might have to wait until Monday. Get a good night's sleep. I'm very excited. I have a big bowl of Zamb bean noodles that I made, but I didn't really get a chance to eat it because I was too busy making a Golden Sun. Pokemon will be good again. Yeah, that's a critical overdose. Why do I never hear anyone talk about FE9 or FE10? That actually is a good question, because I think they're some of the most popular games in the franchise. I hear people talk about them all the time. $2 microtransaction from John Anon. Some final booty.
Come here, booty!
A tribute for the blessing for ye. Even though I wasn't Team Light. I guess I should have played Light then.
I will bring honor to my father and my kingdom.
Launch, or will you wait a while? I'm gonna try and buy it immediately, assuming it's not sold out. Because it's definitely something I'm gonna need. We gotta be on the vanguard, a good class, of Switch 2 content. Hopefully, it'll be Switch 2 on launch with, like, actual titles on it, right? Hopefully, I don't just end up buying... Well, I won't even say something that can play my... a system that can just play my Switch 1 games, because I have some digital games. Maybe I can, like, transfer my account to my Switch 2? Like a psychic transfer? And then I can do it? I'm hoping for Mario Maker 3. Do you think Switch 2 will automatically enhance Switch 1 games, or will you have to pay for a performance boost? I think it's either it can do it or it can't. I don't think it'll be paywalled. I'm not that pessimistic. I mean, the paywall is buying a Switch 2, right? I don't think it would be additionally paywalled behind that. I think that's a bit extreme, even for Nintendo. I hope I'm not too hopeful in that sense. My friend said grass types are better than fire types unironically. How do I let him down gently? for those that are that far gone, there's really nothing you can do. I think at some point we have to accept that some people just live in a separate reality. There's nothing we can do to convince them. There's nothing they can do to convince us. And there's no real middle ground. Like, the compromise is that neither of us are happy. So, in that case, all we can do is hope that we can live separately in peace. And if they attempt to convince us of their poisonous ideals, they must be destroyed. Of course, the other side thinks all of these things too, but the difference is that we're actually right.
Sounds an awful lot like a dictatorship to me.
Well, if it works.
Pretty extreme to separate yourselves over Pokemon opinions. I couldn't think of anything more serious. Alright. I think that actually is everything, right? What do you think of the ZA trail? Am I going to play it? I think it looks like ass. I think it looks horrendous. Not out of line with the quality we've seen from Game Freak. I think it should be borderline illegal to sell products that broken. Maybe not actually illegal, but borderline. Will I play it? Of course. It's going to get a lot of views. That's my answer. The system is inescapable. It's endless. The never-ending hell of a Pokemon fan. I just have to hope that Dorcas can bust us out of Pokemon prison. Then we'll trapeze across Elebe, recruiting interns. It's gonna be great. Honestly, should Game Freak let another company make a Coliseum XD-styled game again? No. Those games were horrible. So, if the people making it are not Genius Sonority, then maybe. But if you actually mean Coliseum and XD, no. Please, no. What are my thoughts about Pokemon Champions? Here are my thoughts on Pokemon Champions. I hope that answers your questions. Mobile slop. Mobile slop. The fact that it's also on mobile means that there is no hope of it being good. Because it will always be bottlenecked by having to be on mobile. So, it will be awful. I have no hope for it. Also, the fact that they didn't show any gameplay of it. Not a single second. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be awful. But I mean, I would just play Showdown anyway, so I'm not really worried. I want to share the Golden Sun trailer. Yes, so final checklist. We're going to end the stream. Right after it ends, I'm going to set this to public. And then you'll be able to see it. You gotta watch it. You gotta comment. You gotta share it with your friends who love Golden Sun. And they can rise and shine to a brand new announcement. It's gonna be great. Share it on Reddit. I'm very curious to see what people think. I'm sure people will be very upset. Alright. Well, that is, I think, it for the Switch Swan Song. I hope to see you all at the next stream, which might be FE7 Legacy Test. It might not be. We will be doing a special April 1st stream if I'm alive. If I don't, then you'll know that... If I don't do a special one, then you'll know that something horrible happened. And we will most certainly be doing a Switch 2, a Nintendo Direct reaction. It's gonna be great. People... I think somebody earlier asked if I'm going to be buying a Switch 2 immediately, and the answer is yes. I do believe it's going to have a really robust lineup of launch titles. There's so many franchises it could be. It might even...
畜生、説明する暇はない。これを受け取ってくれ。しまった。すぐ逃げないと。
Okay, well, I didn't actually have any titles in mind, but... before I was so rudely interrupted by... Wait a minute. What is this? Legacy of the Crusaders. For 0 mana, it's a legendary instant. Gain 1 million subscribers. Return a classic game from the graveyard to the battlefield. Give it +1/+1 for each subscriber in play? Did anyone playtest this? This is totally busted. Cast this only if you control a Nintendo Switch 2. Well, we're gonna buy one as soon as it releases, right? And we're gonna know when that is after we watch the Direct together on April 2nd. It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. I'll see you guys there. It's gonna be great.
What have you done? The human body can't handle that much tropium. We're losing him. I need 2 lava cookies, a full restore, 3 raspberries. He's gone.